a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Oh, man. We're back on this thing again? Oh, wait, we're live!
You know we're live. You're the one who makes everything go.
Welcome back to Movie Night, the thing that John and I are doing. Tonight's movie is going to be an actually scary one for a change. Called American Werewolf in London. John, you seem more full of ennui than normal, which is impressive. How you doing?
What? No, I'm fine.
You don't know what you look like normally, huh?
This has been my whole life.
Yeah.
People do not, and that's why I get all these. God.
All right, let's get into it.
No, I was.
What's wrong?
Gonna say don't even get me started, and I actually kind of meant don't even get me started because this has been a thing my whole life with getting in trouble for people thinking that I'm expressing some other emotion than what I'm expressing.
Your emotion is actually just like mild hunger.
No, when I'm actually upset, nobody knows. When I'm feeling fine or neutral, people think I'm enraged or suicide.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense.
I remember you telling me this way back when we first met. I think in the context of a role-playing game night, where I'm like, you seem like you're confused or you're upset by something. You're like, what? But you were like strangling a small, helpless baby bird at the time. It was just something you were doing in the background without realizing it.
No, it's not me. It's everybody else.
That sounds...
It's not me. It's everybody else.
All right, let's talk about werewolves. Enough of this. Let's talk about werewolves. John,
again, it's not me. It's everyone else talking about.
Have you ever seen American Werewolf and American Werewolf in London?
I don't think so. I've sang this song a lot.
Yeah, Werewolves in London. Got it. All right. Yeah.
Why did it take you so long?
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure where the change happened. An American Werewolf in London. It's the crappy remix. So it's a film. It's a good movie. I remember being frightened of this as a kid. I don't know how much of this will translate over as scary as adults. The special effects are amazing. That's kind of unquestioned. But I don't know how terrifying you would find it, even though we are gradually, certainly more than last year, entering into actual horror movie territory. And I'm proud of you, John, for sticking through it.
No, this is fine. I love werewolves. You're not going to get me to watch anything I'm actually afraid of.
You mean literally? I won't be able to get you to watch it.
No.
All right, I'll figure it out.
You tried it with Hellraiser. You tried it.
No, I don't remember doing that. But yes, this is this
absolutely tried it.
This is a group. I have a little concern about about our fan club. When we first started asking people what movies we should watch to seed the poll, we put Birth of a Nation, and I think it won. Should we just burn the whole thing down?
Mistake.
Yeah, we should burn the whole thing down, right? The fan club is not a good thing, right?
No.
We've just attracted a bunch of racists. Yeah.
Free will was a mistake.
Such a bad move on our part. Please interact with us during the show. If you leave a comment on Twitch or YouTube or even Facebook, your comment can be pushed on the air, and then we could all laugh at you for your spelling mistakes, you idiot. No, we won't do that, probably. But do watch us on Twitch. It is the preferred platform especially for when we start actually watching the movie for tonight, which is the only platform. Otherwise, you might have to pop in a DVD and sync it up like some pothead trying to watch Pink Floyd and Wizard of Oz. I'm high, is what I'm saying. Robitussin.
I think we already. Are you robo tripping? I forgot what that is. It's Robitussin and Molly, something like that.
Yes, I learned something from.
I don't think it's Molly because I think that would be extremely a very bad idea.
Shake. What was it? What is it? Slush? Did you see Mo on Netflix yet? Or are you just racist?
I'm racist.
Yeah. All right. No, watch Mo on Netflix.
There's actually a lot of like
racism
dramatic comedies starring brown leads that I have piled up. There's Reservation Dogs. There's the Fool, and there's Mo. And I dare you to say I was wrong.
You have a binder full of POC? Is that what you're saying? Binder full of
dramatic comedies with brown people leads.
It's not a good look.
That is I just put that together, and it's funny because I don't want to watch them at the same time because I got to finish Reservation Dogs, and then I'll probably because I started The Fool, but I only got like 1 or 2 episodes, and then I'll watch Mo. They're all brown, like literally, they all look like the same people. They're all black with brown skin.
I honestly don't know how we don't get canceled after this show.
Nobody
listens. Preamble. Was that it? Nobody's watching? That's why? So we can get away with anything?
I tweet the most horrific things. People follow me, but they don't follow me. If anybody ever listened to anything I said, I'd be under the jail or someplace worse.
You'd be under the jail? That is pretty bad. It's under the jail or someplace worse. Wow. Did they build the jail on top of you, or did they dig under the jail to put you there? Or
I think there's a place.
There's a place.
You never heard that phrase before? Put him under the jail?
I don't think I have. And I don't have the wherewithal to.
It's when somebody's particularly bad. So bad that putting them in the jail isn't enough.
Interesting. I like it. So we are contractually obligated to sort of start this off with a public domain short. I think we're gonna have to watch episode 2 or part 2. It's not episode 2 of A New Girl in the Office.
I don't know if I can emotionally take.
Now
this is far more stressful than any horror movie.
Please don't tune out because you're like, oh no, I haven't seen the first one, I'll be lost, because it will catch you up very quickly. John, would you like to actually catch us up very quickly?
This is a gripping dramatic tale of a business of some sort trying to integrate its secretarial pool.
Yeah.
Don't ask what business it is because I have no idea. It might not be important, but also
I don't think. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just saying it might not be important, but also I was too distracted by the Oscar-winning performances people put into this public service announcement.
And the fact that, this should have fixed everything.
It should have fixed racism. I don't think if it was released in public, everybody in this thought this was their big break because they are acting their asses off. Acting
so hard. It is again a public domain, public service announcement. It's really great. The quality we have is of course terrible because it's public. It's a collapsed public domain mental hygiene film, but I think in the first part we saw a bunch of like Mad Men people like in an office smoking, and lots of famous people in this thing, and deciding that it was time to integrate, and now they are basically faced with the the repercussions of that. I'm going to attempt to share the video now. This part we're going to put on all media channels. Media channels? Yeah, on YouTube and Facebook as well. But like I said, get Twitch ready, because when we go to the next part of the show, we are definitely only going to be presenting the actual movie on Twitch. So please pay careful attention to our reactions during this. You will find that we are very sad about everything that's happening right now. Oh, you know what? I think I downloaded this last week, and that's the reason why I'm having problems. You came for production work. Da 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 da. We're sharing it now. Oh, what if I only have part one? We'll just watch that again. Lady Frankenstein. No, we're not doing that. That does seem like a better use of our time, doesn't it?
What?
Lady Frankenstein? I mean better as in less emotionally damaging.
It's the strain on my feelings.
Yeah, all in the feelings. All right, another 10 or so seconds, and we'll have the thing all loaded up and ready to go. Public domain short, 1960, from a group of people who really thought they had everything settled and
they
handled.
did. This should have been a wide release.
And I think we should figure out why, and then investigate the person responsible for not doing that, because they are probably a Hydra agent. Okay.
Kissinger.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Kissinger was definitely in Hydra.
Definitely. All right, let's do this.
Now I'll take you down and introduce you to Mr. Harden.
Or else.
You have to wait. That's all I can say. All right, goodbye.
You the gentleman who's been complaining about the lack of office help?
You'll get someone to sit at that desk pretty soon. You'll have to dig me out from all this paperwork.
I have somebody for you right now.
You better have 4 hands.
She's 22, graduate from secretarial school,
Huh?
honor student, conscientious, loyal, eager to work.
He's bearing the lead.
She's outside. Would you like to meet her?
I'd be suspicious too at this point.
Totally burying the lead.
So that we can get started.
Miss Mary Newton, Mr. Kurt Harden.
The new secretary is a nit.
How do you do?
Oh, if Mel Brooks did this. I can't tell if he's in love. He's not.
Are you aware that the new secretary is a nit?
Couldn't believe it. Like he couldn't believe it.
What did he say?
He said, "How do you do?" He said it twice.
He called me a nit.
And then he turned around and went
Stop.
back to his desk and said he'd see me tomorrow.
Well, what did the other guy do then?
Mr. Nelson?
Yeah.
He smiled like there was some sort of a joke. And then he took me down to the medical office.
Did anybody say anything about you being the first colored girl in the office?
They didn't have to. You could see it in their faces. The way the girl in Mr. Nelson's office looked at me.
Maybe you just imagined all of it.
Well, that's a crazy thing to say, Mama. Why should she imagine it? It's the truth. You just don't understand.
Yes, I understand. You may not think I understand, but I do.
These
You think
performances.
I can't understand because I'm your mother and I'm older, but I do. What you're going through isn't new. When I was a young girl, I had to leave high school to get a job. I would have given anything to work in a shop, but it just wasn't done where I lived. Nobody ever heard of a nigger working in a shop where white girls and white women came in to buy things.
Your face.
So I got a job cleaning house.
I want to say that the fact
And
that
I
we weren't
cleaned
auto-flagged
house
for
and
that,
cried at
but
night
you got a
until I
month's
got
suspension from
married.
Facebook for She-Hulk.
Maybe
Reference
my mother
in
had
universe
something she
She-Hulk
wanted very
reference.
bad and couldn't have, and cried
Burn it
about
all
I
it.
never
down.
heard
I
it
don't
said
know.
in such a pleasant tone.
But now I have you children. And I've watched you grow up and finish school. And now Mary's working in a shop and crying her eyes out because she can't work in an office. Well, maybe she can work in an office. And if she can, I don't want to see her throwing away the chance because she's afraid. Maybe those people hate her. Maybe some of them do. And maybe she's imagining a lot of it, dreaming up trouble to hide her fears. And if this is the way it is, then she's got to find out. And the only way to find out is to go to work tomorrow.
Academy Award. I know this was
Every
an option.
monologue.
When she has her own kids, she's going to have to watch them get hurt and cry and be afraid. And she'll always wonder if she couldn't have suffered it for them and maybe made their lives a little easier.
She's gonna bring in a song, right?
The way I sometimes wonder now.
Like she's about to win a Emmy.
This is a song cue if ever I heard one. There's actually a song called "If I Could" about suffering for your child. The floor should be littered with Oscars.
Good morning.
Up yours. All I can think of is Blazing
Mr.
Saddles.
Yes.
I'm resigning.
Serious?
Seriously.
Well, bye.
I appreciate your getting here on time to tell me.
You know exactly why I'm quitting.
I think you may receive a personal invitation from Mr. Todd Dennis of Dennis Industries to present your case to him personally.
Said
Let us
person
come
way
to
too
this.
many times.
Tell him I'd like to see her right away. Let's squash this. And get Lyle Ross on the phone. Oh, Beth.
May I ask you a personal question?
Of course.
Where do you stand on all this? You've heard the policy discussion. How do you feel?
Well,
Great
honestly,
taste or less
Mr.
filling?
I wonder where everybody's been. I mean, doesn't anybody in this company read the newspapers or go to the movies? I think it's about time we woke up.
You can be a great help to us right now
How?
by giving the new girl a chance. By making sure that she gets a chance.
You mean by being especially nice to her?
No, not especially nice.
How about
Just
not
plain
evil?
ordinary
Can you
nice.
manage
Yes.
that? Bare
Common
minimum?
Garden variety.
What's
nice.
all this nonsense I've been hearing
You have
about
a certain amount of
tolerance?
prestige here. Use it.
Well, I wouldn't want the other girls to think I was doing it just because I was the
Now
boss.
look, don't you start being frightened too. Think about it. It's not an order. Just a random comment on humanity.
I'm sorry you want to leave, Miss Wright. Up to now, you've been an asset to the company.
I'm sorry, too, Mr. Dennis. Up to now, I've enjoyed working here.
I suppose you'll be looking for another job. In a plant that doesn't hire Negroes, of course.
In a plant that doesn't hire them to work in the office with me.
Well, that's going to be more and more difficult.
I think you understand my position.
I know your position. I don't understand it.
It's not difficult to explain.
I know. I've heard it all before. Surely you don't expect us to adjust our policies to meet your approval?
Frankly, I'd rather not work than to work under your new policy.
Rather not work.
Well, you're lucky.
How do you mean?
Lucky you can afford that alternative. I can't afford it. Neither can most of the people working here.
Look, Mr. Dennis, I just don't understand why my leaving has suddenly taken on such importance.
I love
wish
you,
I felt
damn it.
flattered by all the attention. But I'm
I
afraid
love you, damn
I
it.
don't.
Well, fact is, your leaving the company is much more important than a personal matter. For me...
This movie's going to have a lot of babies with all the pregnant pauses.
Oh my God! It felt like you were
I'm
writing
not
that.
going to even attempt
Your head
to
was
argue
down,
with
and
your
you're like,
prejudices.
"I gotta get this in. I gotta get
I
this
know
in."
that in a few minutes here, I can't change whatever has made you think the way
Intro,
you've been
genius.
thinking for a lifetime.
You know what I like? That we started off this
But if you don't
horror
mind,
film podcast with
I'd
20
like to put the
minutes
shoe
of
on the other foot.
like
You're a popular
tense
girl here.
racial drama.
Probably with good reason. What you do, quitting that is, may set an example for a lot of other girls who can't afford your independence. I'm responsible for this company. That means I'm responsible to the stockholders, to the people working here, to myself, even to the whole country, indirectly.
Wait, all right. This guy,
It's too
you know
late
what?
to
I
crawl
think
back
the
into
back
a
half
shell.
of this
I'm afraid I
explains
don't
why he didn't fix
understand,
racism.
Dennis.
Responsible for the whole country.
They
Sir,
did-
this is a Wendy's.
They didn't stick the landing.
I'm going to ask you to stay on here at Dennis, in spite of how you feel. To give this girl, to give yourself even a chance to find out if we're right.
You're putting me in a pretty tough spot, Mr. Dennis.
Well, it may not be as tough as you think.
Wait, his company is named
Making it
Dennis,
awfully
and
difficult to
and
refuse.
his name is Mr. Dennis? Is his first
It
name
would have been
Dennis?
so much easier if you just bawled me
Dennis,
out.
Dennis.
This is something that has to be handled reasonably. Will you give it a try?
No. The end. Roll credits.
I think it's only fair to warn you. I may do all the wrong things. You may be sorry if I stay.
Well, every day I'm in business, I'm taking chances. I'm willing to take this one.
I'll think about it, Mr. Dennis. I will say this, though. It's the first time I've stopped to think about it at all.
Thank you.
Jesus. What do you think of the Negro? I don't.
I choose not to. I am a lady, sir.
She's honestly been the worst character, more than the men. Well, that's actually kind of true, too.
Mm.
White women were very active in, well, everything terrible.
We could sample that audio very clearly.
I'll
and-
say it again.
Yeah,
You need me to...
but no need to. You will definitely.
You need me to say it. What's that
thunder?
noise?
The camera lost focus.
That's how powerful her hate is.
You know the soft blur that happens in a romantic movie when somebody loves somebody else and they're looking at it?
This is the opposite.
This is the opposite. Camera rumbles. Just a little bit of quake in the lens.
Yes, use your hatred.
Mm.
Your hate makes you powerful.
Oh man, how much more of this is there? I can't. I'm being forced to face my own racism. I think there's a minute left.
Your hate makes you strong. Soon you will leave the secretarial pool.
All of this acceptable. Utterly
There
acceptable.
was no mass walkout. No one quit. A few girls even tried to help out.
Wow. All you need to do is get the popular kid to like you, and then all your problems go away. I think I figured out why this film didn't quite fix everything.
But where is the actual lie?
The popular kids will never like you.
There it is. Thanks.
In time, Mary was no longer the new girl. And new girls no longer meant trouble.
Now you will
So
face
we
a
all
fully
settled down
armed
again.
operational
Difficult business
secretarial
of making a living.
It works. I can't stop you because it. All right, on film. Yeah. You put a solid Princeton, New Jersey. That's why. That's why the race riots happened.
Yeah, this is right around when Newark happened.
Yep, Newark.
Ed Asner.
Until his dying day was still Onceler? Like, he was still trying. He was still trying to fix things. Still trying to fix things. I hope you've gone to non-productive.com /free Twitch, or otherwise have linked up your account to Amazon Prime Video, because we're about to watch a real legit horror movie. Yeah. Jazzy. Bomb. Louis Friedman. Presented by Hydra.
For President's Committee on Government what? On Government Contracts.
Yeah. Richard M. Nixon, Vice President of the United States.
What a muddy legacy he's left.
What a confused, befuddled legacy this man has left us to try to decipher. Fred Lazarus, I assume the actual Lazarus, and John A. Roosevelt. He's a Roosevelt, but not the one you're thinking. That was funny.
President of United Airlines. Well, I'm looking at the Secretary of Defense was involved in this. The Attorney General's office. Look at the high up people involved in it.
I honestly thought they said Harry S. Truman, and I'm like, that's not the right time.
I really need to know more about this project.
We need to dig deep.
This needs a documentary. This is far more important than a Manhattan Project.
Absolutely, and more influential, I think. But
incidentally, the nuclear age was born on my birthday. The first time there was nuclear fission was in Chicago on December 2nd.
Many decades before you were born, or at least a decade before you were born.
One or two.
So what are you...
Wait, no, more than two.
What are you clinging on? Anyways, yes, please interact with us during the show, or we have to talk to each other. Not a good look. And also make sure you're watching via Twitch, because we're going to start sharing a video soon, which you'll only be able to see if you're with Amazon Prime Video, or I guess if you want to do something crazy like sync it up. Hey, join our Discord, non-productive.com /Discord, and you could join the Documentary Film Club, which was the transition I meant to make when you said documentary before, John, but then you said something stupid about your birthday, so I got distracted. It's on you. It's on you. All right, are we ready for this? John, tell me a little bit about your love for werewolves and where it started.
I don't know. I think just wolves are cool and vampires are lame. And I realized that early in life, and it really hasn't changed. It's only been proven as I've gotten older.
Right, yes. And you believe that wolves and vampires are forever
natural enemies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that
I think that's also science.
And why do you believe that? I'm just going to keep digging.
Because of science. Like pirates and ninjas are natural enemies.
All right. Well, I mean, I can't say that's entirely dumb. Just
cowboys and samurais. These are didn't you go to school?
Didn't you get a formal education?
Or wait, you went to public school. They don't teach you these things.
So we have two versions we could play that are exactly the same runtime and rating. I'm gonna pick this one. American Werewolf in London, 1981. Infamous for the amazing special effects in this film, and also for David Naughton's uncircumcised penis, which you will not be seeing in this film, but trust me, it comes up a lot. But it's a penis. Get it?
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
I'm not. not happy about any of this. Yeah, it is a great film. John Landis directed it. I'm not sure if I had said that already. John Landis, pretty much famous for comedies up until this point, and this film is often described as a horror comedy. You let me know if any of this is really that funny. I mean, other than, those of you who laugh at the pain of others, which is pretty much our audience.
There was I had a dream once, a nightmare that I was a vampire, and it was very realistic. And I kept searching for my pulse, and I couldn't find it, and it was terrifying. Then I wanted to eat, but I couldn't eat, and then I wanted to see the sunrise, and I couldn't, and it all seemed very, very terrible. And when you're a werewolf, you can do all those things. You can eat more than normal people because you can eat things that are alive and they're not alive. You can unalive them.
And on that note, it's still happening. No, go on more. Give me more.
Is there a delay, or are you just ignoring me? Also, my dating life.
Yeah, there's both a delay and I'm ignoring you. You can open up the tab right now. There may be a little button on the bottom that says watch this as a watch party. Again, go to twitch.tv/non-productive if you're watching on some other medium, because you're not going to see the movie we're watching unless you're there. The film should be starting shortly if it hasn't already. Bear with us.
I tried to make a snarky comment and choked on my own bile.
As is expected. For a massive media conglomerate, Amazon really doesn't have its things together. Twitch, Amazon Watch Party, and Prime Video not really syncing to. I think it's slowly starting. There's a warehouse dusting off a DVD or tape. There we go. Can you hear?
No, you have gotten extremely weird.
Sure.
My nails. Yeah, you've like frozen and really smug look on your face. Kind of wanted to punch the screen.
Wow.
You didn't see your face. It was awful. That's a couple of noses. Excuse me while I take my vitamin D.
I can literally hear you eating your vitamin D.
It's very important.
I'm going to mute you for a little bit. I think we've been there.
Oh, I'm unmuted. I had some great comments. And you're still freezing. Also, 30 years of foreplay isn't bad. Some of us can relate.
So do you recognize the guy in the red parka?
No, I just saw their noses.
Wow. Guy in the red parka.
Is it Harold Ramis?
Famous. No, it's not Harold. How do you... I'm going to give you another chance to recognize guy in the red parka.
They both kind of look like Harold Ramis.
Well, they made a lot of Harold Ramises back in the early 80s, so...
Yes, they were just cranking them out. The new sheriff's... Oh. Actually, this is more like your 48 Hours. Can we watch 48 Hours? That's scary. There's only 2 colors in that whole... Oh, wait. She has some colors. Literally nothing non-alcoholic. Maybe some tea.
It's going to be a hot toddy, though. They can't just have tea. We're going to booze it up a little.
We don't got any jokes around here. New York City. That was actually a good time to ask, to be honest. You. What do monsters have against roads?
Deep question.
It's always stay off the roads.
I think it's just like a hunting lane. They know that humans use them, so they are like, "Oh, this is the easy place to get them."
Murder it is. It's murder then. Did they immediately walk into the moors? Or did they like stay on the road for a couple seconds?
It was a few seconds, and then they were like dashed to where we were not allowed to be.
Monsters hate the rain and roads. Ooh. There aren't any wolves there either. They gave you one piece of advice.
Oops. Yep.
Product placement. What's the plan, Phil? Wait, so who are these guys? You said I should recognize them.
I think the guy in the red parka is the one you might recognize from the I'm a Pepper, You're a Pepper commercial from the late 70s, early 80s.
I was a child then.
Okay.
How old do you think I am?
You could still remember things that have happened
before I was there.
No, because the commercial kept airing.
I heard.
Oh, he went back.
Dun, 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 dun.
What?
Mondays.
Squanderlust says, hi, John.
Mondays, am I right?
Hear me?
Oh, yes. I was just thinking about something.
You were Garfielding?
Yeah, I kind of was wondering why I was saying that. I got caught in an internal loop.
Oh dear.
He's dead, Jim. They look like the same person. He's from New York.
Yeah.
I swore she was doing a bit.
Nurse sexual harassment. Nurse voyeur.
No, I heard he was from New York. I heard he was a Jew. Well, that kind of proves it. Yes, Doctor.
Hi, folks. We have a special guest star. Our viewership should just skyrocket at this point because there's a cat on the stream. Everyone, tell your friends there's a cat on the stream. Cat on the stream. All right, calm down.
A huge guy. Yes, sir. Right away, Doctor. That's not the face you want to see after receiving bad news.
Oh my God. Is that Frank Oz? I think that's Frank Oz.
It's actually kind of a good reason for hysterics. Little small 3-week a small 3-week coma.
So, does a madman have the strength of 10, John, as a professional?
I mean,
don't answer that question, John. That's how you're gonna get fired preemptively
6?
from everywhere.
7?
Well, maybe in the 80s.
You didn't expect me to have an answer, did you?
Anyways, that was Frank Oz. I could tell as soon as he said something.
You mean not RoboCop?
Frank Oz is Miss Piggy. Is Yoda? Is the guy?
Yeah,
from
I knew
Blues
he was
Brothers.
a voice person.
No
For a second, I thought he was the Nazi.
A director.
He really wanted that tea.
Yeah.
Are they?
I guess this is the comedy part.
It's just odd. Even they look confused.
You're gonna leave that in?
Yeah.
Trust me. I wonder if that's a detective and his assistant, or like a troubled marriage.
¿Por qué no los dos? Been there. Was that a dream? Or did that happen in the hospital?
It's wonderful grounds.
more diversity than any American movie at the time.
He definitely was in the mood for a pepper.
Once again, the white Englishman steals from the Indian. Don't you know your history?
Yeah.
No? There is a lot of side hijinks going on.
I love that character, the orderly who was not a bleeding psychiatrist. Because he was specific to psychiatrists, not he didn't say like brain doctor or something.
Well, I'd put you in an awkward position. I never had this treatment when I was in the hospital. In his defense, that is British food. Cause it's a thriller. Until you leave. Yeah, yeah, I saw that coming. Healthcare hasn't changed. It's good to see her shift never ends. Night nurse.
Werewolf by Night Nurse. That would work.
I saw that, by the way. Amazing.
It was so good. I love the hell out of that movie.
No, I'm not. This is my level of banter. Why were women prettier then?
No, it you're it. This is a movie. How do I? I don't know how to.
You've never watched TV in a movie before? That was a weird jump. So now he's home?
Yeah.
They didn't do anything with that alleged love interest?
Nope.
Oh my god. Jesus. Why am I just on here?
I want everyone to see your face.
I don't. That was far scarier. That was hilarious. They set the kids on fire.
Enjoy it.
The old double awake thing. Man, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
It's only 4 employees in this hospital. Um, you know how many types of porridge there are? Oh, this is that movie. I don't think I've seen the whole thing. I've seen him see bits, but I remember like his dead friend like just hanging chilling with him. Yeah, no, that's amazing. That's amazing makeup.
Yeah.
That's really gross. Nurse?
All of it.
Boring. Man, who hasn't been here?
John, stop nodding enthusiastically.
It is an enthusiasm. One and the same. Is this from the late 70s or the early 80s?
So this was 81, but that probably means they were doing a lot of the work in this in 80. Or maybe even in 79. So yes, is the answer.
I really think everyone was prettier then. And then in the 80s, everybody looked like they were in their 50s.
That is accurate.
And then in the 90s, everybody looked normal again.
Wait, does working girl mean something different?
Now I have Let the River Run stuck in my head, but like in the context of this movie.
The cars looked prettier back then too.
That's a flat. Bathroom is huge. Would you like to see my flat?
All right. What's happening here? This is actually huge.
No, it's gigantic. Now that's what I need to hear more often. What? Lava. Lava. Why am I still talking?
Apparently, Landis had the idea of this in high school, which is why this plot line exists. And I'm like, all right, that's fair. If he owned it in an interview at some point, he was like, listen.
What? I mean, people think only vampires have sex.
I don't know what
animal
you're doing.
attraction.
I get it, man, but
werewolves are
like
very
sexy. You're stating it like it's a fact, and it's just weird.
You, this is science.
It's just weird.
It's science.
I love that this is the scene in which my wife decided to come in. What you up to?
Oh, this is things she hasn't seen before.
What are you and John watching? What are you and John watching is what she said. Wait until next month. What are you and John writing? Hint, hint. No, stay. You have to wait until the werewolf shows up. That way you know it's not all perv. No, I needed trail mix. You don't understand. I needed food. There was so much porridge.
I mean, I would like to say it's nothing she's seen before, but I'm sure she's never seen this kind of passion.
I just didn't want her to know where I got all my moves.
That belly button thing wasn't you?
Tearing out my throat.
The breakdown is great. And it goes on like that.
For a minute, I thought you were deeply inhaling a scented candle you had.
No, I am also spent.
Every song in this movie has the word moon in it.
Moon in it? I was going to ask.
We're making so much food sound.
So Bad Moon Rising is coming.
Maybe. Uh-oh. Check out his friend.
How did he... Well, I was going to say, how did he rot so much? But also, he's not real. Or maybe he is real, but even if he's real, he's like a ghost, so I'm betting the normal physics don't apply.
Not Mickey.
You actually have a pretty good handle on things.
What you don't understand is I'm okay with it. Well, maybe if you weren't so laid back in your approach. The soft sell isn't working clearly. Do some Jacob Marley things. Rattle a chain. Do something.
Is this bit about... That's hurtful. Wow, she really does bring home American men. Where'd she get that shirt from?
Maybe it was his.
Mm-hmm. Oh, are you a nutter? Nutter. Nutter. Nutter.
She literally did say what I was about to jokingly say she would say. Let's go back to bed. There's a lot of reason.
Is it a part of like the lore that if you're killed by a werewolf, you become a restless ghost?
Yes, I believe so. In a lot of it, werewolf and vampire are a lot more similar in mythology than in I don't know, modern geek thinking.
Is that why like sometimes silver hurts vampires too?
Yeah. And sometimes vampires turn into werewolves. And the gangrel exists.
Yeah, that's only in Van Helsing. And that one episode of Ghostbusters. Again, things I've heard in life. It's like they mic'd all my ex-girlfriends. You're very attractive and sad. I'm attracted to you. Peter Graves? No, is he the doctor from Halloween?
No. You're thinking of Donald. You're thinking of Donald Pleasence.
Yeah.
Who was also in Puma Man. You know, Puma Man's Donald Pleasence.
Puma? I can't say Puma normally. I haven't been able to for years. It's really disturbing. Puma?
I forget why the doctor was so like, let me dig into this. After saying, please stay sane enough until you're off my radar.
That's why it reminded me of him. Of the guy from Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And that one episode of Boondocks. Oh, I was going to say, now they have non-alcoholic drinks? Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, they looked at him weird for not ordering a beer. What?
I'm playing Mage Knight. Magic the Gathering.
Nah, he's playing Overwatch. Murder. Oh no, all cops are bad. This is the most suspicious chuckle ever. Those big dogs we are known for? Well, that's consistent. They literally do live off Guinness. That's why there's so many carbs in it. The drink is the dinner. Sure they are. Hello. Hello there.
Romance.
Burn. Oh, that was his shirt. I thought she just. Never mind. That was dumb. That's on me.
Wow.
Hey, the Olsens.
But I do like that they put that shirt back in just to answer questions for people like you.
Yeah, I thought she was just like an American guy, a horror for American guys. Womp womp. Hello, 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 hello. Sleepwalkers. Can we watch Sleepwalkers?
We talk about the Stephen King movie?
Yeah, that fits.
I guess. We'll look for it. Did you like it?
Yeah, I thought that was a great movie.
Me too. I really did like that movie.
It was fun, at least. It was maybe. Yeah, I don't. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Or Cat's Eye. I can do most Stephen King, but probably not it. And it's not a short thing, so.
So the way they got the cat to scream at that scene was by having another cat that they put near it. Because cats are asses.
Oh, this is the real danger of going to England. Start becoming obsessed with darts.
Why does she have like two stupid Mickey toys?
Mouse? So everybody had that hair. That's not just Debbie Harry. Ah, there we are. I was waiting for this.
I just imagine us getting flagged for your version of the song.
There's a bathroom on the right. We won't get flagged because I'm singing this better than the original.
Yeah, well, clear.
Take the keys. There's a bathroom on the right. You know what's funny? I have a lot of raw meat in my refrigerator right now. Pretty bloody, too. You have two things together. Hope you are prepared to die. When people say, what did we do before cell phones?
This.
Alright. Around the night, I'm gonna take your mind. There's a bathroom on the right. That's exactly what kid. There's a kid on Abbott Elementary with the same kind of.
Uh-oh. John.
This better not be. What? This better not be one of those. It was all a dream kind of things. I just had the weirdest thing. My mind thought he was going to change it to a car.
So you're just immune to horror movies is what it is because you're too dumb.
Why is it taking so long?
He didn't spend the point of reach. Damn it!
Yeah.
I'm making more references than you.
Well, I thought it'd be cliche if I did it. This looks horrible. One day I'll own this. It's the sounds that are terrible.
I appreciate the attention to detail.
What do you mean?
They avoided showing David Naughton's uncircumcised penis during the transformation
What are
sequence.
you talking?
Because this is actually a thing. Because they brought it up. They established that he was Jewish and circumcised, so they were like, "Damn it, we don't have enough prosthetics to do this."
They did establish.
We can add a foreskin. We can't remove it.
They did set it up. I mean, I can't.
This isn't Henry Cavill's mustache, damn you.
CGI foreskin. That's actually my new Twitter name. Is Peter Graves English? No, he's American.
Werewolf.
This is honestly way more diverse. I think this may have more diversity in it than Chud's. Chud's was an all-white cast. And the extras. I'm black. I notice these things.
Yeah, you have to. Defensively. Yeah, Michael Jackson was so impressed with the special effects of this movie, he hired Landis for Thriller.
Well, that explains why it looks the same.
Yeah.
It's an homage.
It's not
an homage if you're the same
fact.
person. It's just more. I don't know, it's just more of your own work. Potter. Ew. He is really drunk. He is very drunk. He didn't flinch.
He's had these parties before.
Never been that drunk. She just has beautiful eyes.
She is a beautiful actress. They hired for this role. Yes.
I don't see that in movies much.
You don't see beauty? Is that what you're saying? You don't? Yeah.
Not in humans.
What are we discovering about you in this episode, John? I don't like it.
Come on, you do it.
Can't. Nope.
Fine. Of course I do mean, and don't call me Shirley. See? It's freaking science. This is the second movie in a row where we're going to see murdered homeless people. Did that happen in a lot of movies? Did that happen in Working 9 to 5? In Arthur?
That was most of the plot of Arthur. Brewster's Millions. He made those millions murdering a bunch of homeless people.
And then he became one.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's not Winston.
These are the guys from Trading Places.
Where's your God now? Hey, this is the Tube. I thought that was the guy from American Psycho for a second. Not Val Kilmer. Was it Val Kilmer? No, it wasn't Val Kilmer.
Christian Bale.
Yeah, I thought that was Christian. A very young Christian Bale. Is that a condom machine? Hello.
Goodbye.
What's all
What was
this
that from?
then?
This episode sponsored by Trail Mix. Eaten just off camera, but loudly into the mic.
That you're choking on.
Really?
That's a bit odd, isn't it? Closed circuit TV. So London has always been like this then, with all the cameras and stuff.
Full of werewolves and murders, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Actually, it's pretty famous for being full of murderers. Or at least a serial killer. Where can we watch that movie? The Non-Stop Orgy? That's in a public place. Children walk by that.
I had a factoid about the porno theaters
in London. This is only slightly scarier than The Wiz. Actually, he's damaged himself more than anybody else. But yeah, this is only slightly scarier than The Wiz.
Airplane, the movie. Sorry, I just noticed the...
Huh. Keep the change, you filthy animal. Look at me. Don't look at me. It's Bob and Ralph. Morning, Bob. Morning, Ralph.
Nice reference.
Thank you. Chimkana.
Yeah, this is how he lost his Dr. Pepper.
What a terrible way to lose your sponsorship.
I'm sorry, he was nude in what? Why does she have like a medieval turkey print in her? Oh, right, it's too late now.
Pardon me.
Yep, this would have destroyed any credibility the movie had if they showed his penis with its intact foreskin. People would be like, what? They would have written letters.
Very well-raised child. All right, that was funny. What? Nothing but porn behind him.
This better not awaken anything within me.
What? How did he pay for the bus?
They're rebooting my Python.
Bit strange, isn't it? All right, I'm starting to think this lady's ignoring some red flags.
I mean, it should end with her being like some sort of serial killer.
Yes, doctor. Right away, doctor. So this... Oh, wait, yeah, London is known for serial killers. Mutilated.
I need to quickly commit something. They just wanted this scene with the pigeons flying.
Oh, they're not John Woo. I wish everybody in my game was watching this.
Wait, can a full moon happen 2 days in a row?
Yes.
I didn't know that for some reason.
What do you mean you didn't know that? We just had the biggest full moon.
I don't know about that.
There's the waning and the wax. There's the waning and the waxing full moon.
Nope.
The whole world's crazy. Come arrest this man.
Ew. I'm not into that. Love is a little too early. I need a pepper.
You really hung up on this pepper thing.
I had a Dr. Pepper ready to go, which is one of the reasons why I'm choking so much on that trail mix. But I left it upstairs. Better setting.
Oh, this is a poll. Anyone in the United States.
This is a cattail.
It's kind of reminds the dead friend thing. I feel like there's a zombie movie where a guy's friend dies and like becomes a zombie, but he still hangs out. Not Shaun of the Dead, something like
that's
from
like
around
substantial
this
throughout the film. Yeah. Oh,
yeah, from this
no.
time period. Do it. Oh, that's inappropriate. Because if this was MSC, they'd be like, do it, do it, do. Hi.
Over here! And it's the movie you wanted to see. The nonstop orgy.
So it's like 24/7s.
I wonder if this will get flagged.
What? The movie in the movie?
Yeah.
I only see 2 people there. Some orgy.
Look at that makeup. Well, that puppet.
Oh, here we go.
That is the most clear comedy I remember from this film.
I'm not feeling sympathetic for him being dead. I am to understand. That's going too far. So I told you it was called a tube. Also, this is what keeps me up at night.
I completely forgot about this part of the story, or I wouldn't have suggested the movie.
I mean, without the accents. but mostly the same. Hey, quiet down back there. You've got 10, 15 minutes to get out of here. British porn is so funny. Honestly, I wouldn't put anything in my mouth that was in there. I wonder if they got credits.
They definitely did. And this was the first part they recorded was the porno scenes or the film.
You do want to get that out of the way.
Yeah. Never look at the floor of a porno theater.
You don't want to take chances of running out of money and a budget before you get that down.
Close it up. Close it up.
Well, so much for the veal. Oh, that shouldn't count.
Does that person have to
Yeah, no,
be undead? This definitely is a John Landis Blues Brothers-esque.
It really is. This is what he wanted to put in all the other movies. And they wouldn't let him. And no seatbelts. This is really Blues Brothers, but with blood.
Ooh. Disturbance, by the way. A disturbance.
I wonder what qualifies as a catastrophe if this is only a disturbance.
So what do you think of the werewolf design?
Oh, it's good.
You don't have anything to say about...
I like this better than the Wolfman form.
The hairy guy version.
The Glabro. Yeah. I like this better than Glabro, although this is technically Hispo. It's a giant wolf.
I was baiting you to do this because I've got money on how many World of Darkness White Wolf references you're going to make.
I was at none.
Yeah, I know. I baited you because I needed that money to come through.
Do you have money on this? Is there a fantasy pool for this game? Oh, Is this on FanDuel?
Probably, actually.
Over under White Wolf references. How is she overpowering them? Let her go. Oh. Actually, from like the head and the upper body, definitely, yeah, that definitely influenced a lot of the White Wolf design. Not all of them, but like at least a couple of the artists. That's exactly.
Now you can't stop it. Yeah. I think what happened is what got it. Now I'm doing it. Werewolf decided that like, all right, we have to have at least a couple of the forms because no one can agree on what a werewolf looks like.
Yeah.
When you think about it, that's pretty genius.
It's a good thing for her. They were good shots. They basically shot right around her.
Robotech style bullets curving in.
Pretty basically. It was between her and them. She was between it and her.
Yep.
Wait, so the sequel is a different person?
The sequel was like a decade later or more. Yeah, more. I think it was in the 2000s. And yeah, it was a different person. I don't even remember if they link it up at all. Boo-moo.
Elf, Ted,
so what did you think?
Yeah, I think that's probably the only good werewolf movie. To see you next Wednesday, cast.
Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy were themselves.
Brenda Bristles. Was she an actual porn star? Oh, no, that was her porn name. I'm reading it backwards. They really amped up the death count at the end there.
Yeah.
All right, let's just get some general carnage.
What I was kind of wondering is what David was doing in the theater after talking to all the corpses, deciding maybe I should end it myself, and then transforming. Was he just like, I gotta see how this film ends? But it was a non-stop orgy, so it never ended.
I would have been distracted and started paying attention to the plot.
Yeah, no, you get pulled into those stories. Interesting that you bring up the plot of a porn. John and I have a big project coming up that we would like to tease, but we won't. Just stay tuned through November as we keep doing stuff. All right. So any final thoughts on... I'm sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say, that was good.
Yeah.
Definitely better than any vampire movie.
Yep. Glad that this ultimately did come down.
Why is this surprising you? I've been like this literally since I was a child. I have had these thoughts. As far back as I can remember, when presented with the idea of vampires or werewolves, I chose werewolves. I think werewolves are awesome. Vampires are awful.
Mm-hmm. No, it's. I guess it's just sobering for me.
What that these are my for real thoughts, and that I'm not saying this ironically.
Yeah, that this wasn't like a bit, but that you're like genuinely deeply into this. That's what's sobering to me.
Okay, I don't
but
know
in a
what to
good way.
say.
No, no, nothing. It's great. That's
Like
you're living your
I
life.
am
You're
very
living your truth.
racist against vampires.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and
I always
that's
have
why
been.
next week we will be watching the mental hygiene short, A New Wolf in the Office. No, that wasn't anything. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, follow us on the social media accounts where you could find out more about why we are doing this and to whom and
Wait,
what's
there's
coming
a
up
reason?
next. It's complicated, but this was fun. I'm glad I got to watch a horror movie with you, John. I'm glad I got to watch the seminal werewolf movie with you.
Yeah,
Seminal? That doesn't
isn't
sound good.
Ginger Snap supposed to be a werewolf movie?
Yeah, and it's
But
supposed to be pretty good. It's they're I think
it doesn't
very
feel like a
recently.
werewolf movie.
Very recently, there are good werewolf movies. I think they're few and far between. I'll say that.
I feel like there's a lot of attempts. Like there was a Jack Nicholson one, right?
They keep trying to make the Wolfman again in one way or the other. And,
and
Benicio del Toro was a Wolfman. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah. No, that's not what I want. I want more of this stuff. I want giant, 10 feet tall, slobbering monsters ripping things to shreds and
indeed
fighting other monsters.
Indeed. So next week, Van Helsing. No, I don't know. But another movie. It might be a public domain.
That was what I wanted.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, definitely. But yeah, let us know if you like these Twitch watch parties or if you prefer the public domain thing where we share the video on screen. Couldn't I have ended this like a second earlier and not gotten the sneeze? No. Good night, everybody. See you next time.